What's shaking, my guy?
Shout out to everybody who became a member of the KINGPEN Coalition group on Facebook, and also members on IG. If you're not a member on IG or Facebook, go ahead and tune in to KINGPEN Coalition. That's KINGPEN_Coalition. That's KINGPEN_Coalition. All right.
Just as promised, today you tuning in with your boy D.A.W, Mr. Global Warming. I know I told y'all earlier on the KINGPEN Coalition, for everybody who was tuning in, that we was gonna have some good treats coming, some good videos coming to y'all. And just as promised, I'm here to deliver. So I want y'all to tune in today, you know what I mean, and come in and kick it with me. I hope y'all ready, because we got some dope things to talk about. I got some dope things to show y'all. It's just gonna be the basics today, you know what I mean? It's just my door choice and what I like to use, and I'm gonna show y'all how I move around my door choice and how to get familiar with the door choice I use. For those of you who are not familiar with the door, a door is a D.A.W, which is a digital audio workstation, and that's exactly what we use to either record our audio or even to do video or production, post-production, pre-production, anything you want to use. We use a digital audio workstation, and my digital audio workstation, or my door of choice, is Pro Tools. So I'm gonna show you guys how to get into Pro Tools, move around in Pro Tools, how to put files into Pro Tools, how to put your 2-track beats or your stems into Pro Tools, so you guys could begin recording your artists or begin recording yourselves and learn how to become familiar with the parameters of Pro Tools. So here we go. Let's go. So I always open up Pro Tools. I'm gonna wait for Pro Tools to open. As soon as we get Pro Tools open up, you're gonna see a dashboard. The dashboard pops up. It don't normally take too long for Pro Tools to open, but give it a few seconds. It should generate. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna press OK. Okay, so yeah, once you get your dashboard open up within Pro Tools, there's going to be a couple of different options we have, right? So we're going to have the create, which allows us to create a new session file within Pro Tools. We have recent, where any files that we have opened up previously or started working on previously within Pro Tools, you can find the recent, and projects are cloud projects, which are stored in the cloud. And you sign in, you can open up your project from there as well. Now, along with those parameters, you also have, once you open up the dashboard, it automatically by default opens up for you to store a new session within Pro Tools. So it's going to say name at the top, and when you see name at the top, you want to just name your project. It's just whatever you want to call it. For right now, we'll call it had some dust on my computer. For right now, we'll call it my first project. Right? Okay, cool. And then the next parameter you'll see will be local storage, and then that allows us to tell Pro Tools we want to file this session in our local storage. We always mark it interleave. There's also going to be 4 different parameters on once you get past the local storage, and it's going to be file type, which is BWF. You're going to have a sample rate, which I set my sample rate to 48 kilohertz. And then you're going to have the bit depth, which I set mine at 24 bit depth, 24 bits. And then the I/O settings, I just leave them on last used. Then I prompt for location. When I prompt for location, that allows me to tell Pro Tools every time I create a new session file, I want to tell Pro Tools where I want to store it at before the session even opens up. So when I hit prompt for location and I create a new file, it'll do this. I hit create. Pro Tools will open up, it'll say my first project, and then it'll ask, where do I want to store it? Well, me, I store it in my external hard drive, so I don't disturb my CPU native hard drive or my native RAM. Slow down things and give you lags and things that you just don't want. So it's best to use a native hard drive, external hard drive, when storing your projects to a location. And I just choose Pro Tools session files and dash main file, folder, and then I already have a file set up for this, my first project, and we'll save it there. We're gonna go in there, and we'll Pro Tools will open up as such. When Pro Tools open up as such, it's going to be 2 windows. Now Pro Tools ran from 2 windows. You have an edit window and you have a mix window. The edit window is where you're going to see all your WAV files, and you're going to be able to edit, make your edits and your chops and whatever necessary to clean up your vocals or anything within the WAV. You know what I mean? You can do everything from volume automation to panning automation to just all different types and sorts of tricks and tools you can use on the edit window. Now the other window that you have is a mix window. Your mix window also allows you to edit, but it allows you to edit within the track, and you're given inserts and sentence. I'll explain those to you later, but those allow you to insert certain plugins onto the track and allow you to edit the track to clean up the dynamics of the track and add timbre to the track, you know, using time-based effects, which is like reverb or any type of delay or echo, which I like to call it. So yeah, definitely. So you have your mix window in your edit window. Now, coming into Pro Tools, you have to explain to Pro Tools that you want to bring either audio or whatever we're going to be using, the 2-track or stem, into Pro Tools. You can't drag and drop like you would normally do in other doors. With Pro Tools, you have to actually tell Pro Tools, hey, I want to bring in this audio, or hey, I want to bring in this video. For now, what we would do to bring in audio was click file at the top, and we would bring import. We would hit import, and then there's a parameter that says audio, MIDI, video, or clip groups. These allow you to bring in different types of wave files or forms into Pro Tools to be able to use and edit and to your liking. We're going to use audio today, and I'm just going to bring in the beat. And let's see. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna go with the diction. Okay, this sounds good. We're gonna bring the beat. Once you bring in the beat, we're gonna hit OK, new track. You see a track pop up as such. And now you should be able to hit play and hear it. If you hit play and you don't hear it, that means that Pro Tools is not picking up an output for you to hear your source. Now, an output should be a stereo source and stereo output source, so you can hear from a left and right perspective. And because we're not hearing anything right now, I'm gonna go check my output source. Right now, my output source says we're running from output 1 and 2, but I'm not hearing anything. So let's try to switch it to mono left and right, because that's the way I have my track set up, and as its default output. So I'm gonna go mono left and right. And now I'm getting volume, as you can see. So just make sure whenever you're in the Pro Tools, you're setting your inputs and your outputs, and you send your inputs and your outputs, and you're actually sending your signals correctly, because it's all about understanding your ins and outs and your sends and your returns. Signal flow is very important in Pro Tools. So as you can see, we got the beat playing. It's sounding good. But if I crank this beat, right? We hear a whole lot of distortion, unwanted distortion that we don't necessarily want to hear, right? So this is actually good, because when I bring in my beats, I like to treat my beats. I like to make sure they sound right, and then my vocals sit perfectly with my beat. So when I bring my beat in, I like to do one of two things. But first and foremost, let's bring in a track which is called the master bus, to monitor our whole output and everything that we doing with our inputs on the track. So we want to monitor everything. The way we monitor everything that we're doing on the track is with the master fader. So I'm going to press Shift Command N, and that allows me to open up a new track in Pro Tools. And I'm going to create a track, and I'm going to make it a stereo track, and I'm going to choose a master fader track and create. When you create that master fader, you should see an output from the original track that you were playing. So you should see a signal generating on both tracks when you press play the next time, as such. So when you see both of the signals generating, you see you know that you got a good stereo output running through your master fader, and your signal flow is right. You got a mono left, right output, and a signal coming through both tracks, which is good. So now I can monitor what my track is doing. Once you successfully have gotten the output and the input running through both, the original track you put in and then the master track you created, we then monitor our outputs by adding what I like to use called a VU meter. Now, a VU meter can be inserted on an insert. I usually put mine on the last insert because what you do on your chain from top to bottom and across does actually matter. But we'll get into that later. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna add a VU meter, and what you do is you go to your multi-channel plugins, and this one should usually come with Pro Tools if I'm not mistaken. If you have a UAD follow. Oh no, this one's actually not a stock plugin. This one is actually a Waves plugin. But it's VU meter, and this VU meter allows you to track the beat. So it still says that I'm coming in pretty hot on this beat. What I want to do is open up a trim and also import a trim on my original track that I brought in. Now this trim and this VU meter, as you see them work together, as I pull down this trim, you're going to see my peak go away. I cut about 6 decibels on the trim, and then I want to pull down to about 5 decibels. And I got a nice little flow now. See, I'm not peaking anymore. I've controlled the distortion of the beat. Although I still have the body of the beat there, it still sounds good, and I haven't really had to do much. Just a little bit of gain staging and a little bit of control from the trim, and the VU meter to check my levels on both my master bus and my original track bus here, my 2-track bus. And yeah, that's pretty much how you start your levels of gain staging and getting the basic level of your beat to sound good. Once you get your beat to sound good, the rest is like painting a picture, you know, and blending the colors, you know what I mean, like that wall in the back of me, if y'all can see that. But later on I'll be teaching y'all how to add a vocal to the beat, and introduce y'all into blending the beat with the vocals to get them to sit right, and get that good sound from a lead vocal that you want, and that dominant projection and body and warmth from a lead vocal that you will want in a strong beat like this one anyway. So the next time we come back, we'll work on the same beat, the same project, and we'll track. I teach you guys how to lay your vocals over a beat that you actually went in and you touched up and you got a great level to it. I'll teach you how to blend your vocal and balance the beat and your vocal together to get that good crisp body and warmth that we like as well. So I appreciate y'all for joining me. It's your boy E-Quater once again, Mr. Global Woman. Y'all tune in with the Kingpin Coalition, man. We'll be doing this every week, so every week I'll be dropping a new video and some new ideas and secrets and source on to educate you guys, on getting your mixes in your house and right in your studio, in your comfortability, your own home, down to where it sound like, you in the studio that costs some bread, Yeah, thank you. I appreciate y'all for joining me. But like I said before, if y'all haven't joined us yet, go ahead and log in and link up with us on Kingpin Coalition, man, on both IG and Facebook, man. And you can follow my other pages, Mr. Global Woman. That's on IG, and you can also follow me on Facebook, E-Quater, aka Mr. Global Woman on Facebook as well. So yeah, man, y'all definitely tune in, get familiar with your boy, man. I'm gonna be here, I'm gonna be around. Y'all ever have any questions? Y'all have any ideas? Y'all want to meet up, link up? We could Zoom it, we could do it however y'all want to. You feel me? We could watch party, however y'all want to do it. But yeah, let's link up, man. Y'all join us at the Coalition, man. It's a Facebook group that I created for you guys to all come together, man, as one, and the power of teamwork, man, and we get this shit done. Because, it's about your network and your net worth, baby. So, let's build this network, man. Check it out.